doing today? It's your boy A Dog TV. That's another day of Gossip TV. Today we're gonna be discussing about. I don't understand UK, man. There's always something new. Always something new. I say in BBC to force Brits to pay to watch YouTube because no one watches TV anymore. So they want to start paying. How they even gonna do that? The aggressive license fee scandal. That is crazy, man. It's always something in it. Always something.
£1 billion a year, since 3.6 million British households said no more. They don't want to pay a licence fee, they don't want to watch BBC content. Now, naturally, they're going to wonder how they're going to make up the shortfall. That's more than 1 million households saying they don't want to pay the licence fee since 2021. MPs are already telling them they're not doing enough to collect it. Well, many of the Brits who have cancelled theirs might contest that, with what they say are constant letters coming through the post, which they feel is harassment. Now, they might go to complain, but you can only complain to the BBC because there's no regulator for TV licensing. Ofcom doesn't cover that. Earlier this month, it was announced that YouTube had overtaken the BBC in this country. More Brits were watching, getting their news, getting their content from YouTube than they were.
So you're trying to stop people from watching YouTube, but you're promoting it on YouTube. Like, make it make sense. Like, no one watches TV. I can't remember the last time. I was probably over 10 years ago, last time I watched TV. Because I want to be able, because the difference between when you're watching TV and YouTube is when you're watching TV, you can't control what you watch. You have to let the TV control you. For example, if a show comes on at 4 o'clock, you need to make sure you do what you're doing, rush and watch what you need to do. And if you're really into your soaps, but with YouTube, you can take your time. You know, so you can play it, you can pause it, you can carry it on your phone, tablet, laptop, anywhere. You can put in your ears with live TV. You can't do that now. They've got most of the channels have apps. BBC got, I think it's BBC iPlayer. They've got apps. So I don't understand why the app is free. So now why they're making people want to pay to watch YouTube. I think if they want to do something, what they should do is they should make sure no one can post BBC content on YouTube, including them. Because if you don't post BBC content on YouTube, then yeah, of course, no one's gonna, what I'm saying. If anyone wants to see it, they can go straight to BBC and watch it. But you're allowing YouTube post BBC news. You even have a channel, like your YouTube channel is. Let's see how many subscribers you even have on YouTube. If you got like over 1 million, that means you're getting paid. You're getting paid from YouTube. Look, they got 2.7. Well, this is not even BBC. This is GM News. 2.7. But I'm sure BBC must have. Let's see. Let's see. Let's click on that. Let's go on BBC News. Look at that. So BBC News they have a YouTube channel. They posted they posted a what do you call it? They posted something. Hold on. So they have a channel. They posted a news about new photos of Epstein files appeared in show Andrew and all four of the females 21 hours ago, and that made them 1.1 million. So at 1.1 million, they're easily making 3, 4 grand, and they have no word of a lie. Let me share my screen so you see how much followers they have. Look, 19,000. They have 19 million subscribers. So they have their channel 19 million subscribers, but they want everyone else to stop. But they've made enough money. They've made enough money on YouTube, but they want everyone to start paying to watch YouTube because sometimes listen, you have to take the L, man. Like you have to come out, you have to go with the flow and come out with a new strategy because clearly what you guys were doing before ain't working no more. You feel me? It's wild, man. It's wild. Anyway, let's go back.
When new entrants came into the broadcast market, ITV, Channel 4, later Sky, these were all brought in under the BBC licence fee, even though they had nothing to do with the BBC. So, with Ofcom now also being extended from broadcast onto the internet, it's not too hard to imagine that one day the BBC might start arguing that those watching its content on YouTube need to pay a licence fee. I think many Brits would find that unacceptable.
BBC are posting their own. They have 19 million subscribers on YouTube, and they're making money from it. If they want people to start paying to watch their own thing, just take your channel off YouTube. It's simple. Literally, take your channel off YouTube, and no one's gonna want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? It's not that deep. It's literally not that deep. Just take it off YouTube. That's it. That's all you have to do is take it off YouTube. Gosh, man. Because if you have 19 million subscribers, yeah, and that 19 million, you get 1 million views. That is crazy. Under 21 hours, not 1.1 million views in 21 hours. So you can imagine in 1 month how many views they get. Oh, yeah. Some people's pocket is crying.
They might say that license fee is obsolete and anachronistic. Now, one person who's been following the BBC and TV licensing for many, many years, criticising its tactics, is Mark Whitfield, member of TV License Resistance, and he joins me now. The reason that I wanted to speak to you is because the BBC this week has announced what it calls a landmark deal with YouTube to start creating YouTube first content. This comes about a week after the news broke that YouTube overtook the BBC in terms of total viewership amongst Brits in December. But judging by the history of the BBC, when new entrants have come into the market, a bit like with ITV and Channel 4, the license fee somehow finds its way to being extended. Do you reckon there could be something slightly similar at play here?
I'm not sure. Basically, the placing BBC content on YouTube uh, would be perfectly acceptable from a legal point of view, from the current scope of the TV license, but it wouldn't extend the scope. With the sole exception that if the BBC placed one of its broadcast channels on YouTube for streaming, then that would require a license to view in isolation from everything else that's on YouTube, which doesn't require a license. So that's the decision that faces them at the moment in terms of the current proposition to partner with YouTube. If they wanted to go further than that, and they wanted to actually extend the license to other content, other BBC content on YouTube, then they would need a change in the law to do that. And I've not seen anything from the BBC or from any commentator that says a legal change is necessary.
The BBC is struggling at the moment in terms of its losing license fee payers. I think 300,000 in the last year. I think over a million.
Saying this and that, but they don't have the power to do it. They're not the giants in the TV industry anymore, and they're losing people. I think they said last year was 2 years ago was 350,000. Now it's a million people they're losing, and they worried. But you can't be worried about because your business is going bankrupt. You can't be bullying people now to do this and that because you have your own infrastructure that ITV and Channel 4 had to go by your rules and regulations, but they had nothing to do with you. But now you want YouTube to follow you, but they have nothing to do with you. But the difference is the Channel 4 and the ITVs were paying BBC money to be able to broadcast. But YouTube is paying you so you can broadcast on YouTube. So I don't understand why they think they can bully YouTube and say, yeah, people have to pay to watch because they're not making enough money. Come on, man. Come on. It's not gonna happen. It's just he say, she say. We're all here for it anyway. Let's see how the cookie crumbles for this one. It's your boy, A Dog TV, another day of Gossip TV. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we're gonna follow this journey. Let me know about your comments on this situation. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys. It's A Dog TV, another day of Gossip TV. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's grow together. I'm out. Ah.